Everybody, welcome back to Penny Pepper. Today's video we're just going to be talking about the phonetic alphabet as well as military time and even numerics. Stay tuned. Alright, so like I said, we're talking about the phonetic alphabet. Today I'm out here on my porch, so please excuse the crickets and the frogs chirping. I'm out here because I have to play with the dogs today. Didn't get a chance to take them for a WALK, but also I was trying something new out, which I'll flip the camera around here in a little bit and show you exactly what it is, but it's just a preview. I'll do a little bit longer video where I'll show you what I was up to in one of my daily downloads. The reason that the phonetic alphabet is so important and so good to use is because it's, first of all, easy to figure out. Alpha, well, it starts with an A. Bravo starts with a B. That's pretty easy to get. And it makes it very clear when you're spelling something out to understand exactly what they're saying. Now, I have run into instances where people will say something like, K as in Carl. And I'm like, well, there's two different ways to spell Carl. Not that either of them is certainly right or wrong, but one's spelled with a C, one's spelled with a K, as weird as that might be. I had somebody whose name was Aaron or something like that, and they started it with a silent H or some silent letter, and I was like, how does that make sense? Like, how did you expect me to know that? This is really important for anybody, especially in the civilian sector, who is, let's say you are involved in a hit and run and you need to call in a license plate to a responding police officer. Giving them that plate number with phonetics, you might be saying V, they're hearing E or B or G or Z. So it's really important to know this because they may repeat it back to you and you're hearing what you thought you said, but they heard a completely different thing. Now, if you're describing something to somebody, let's say that you're saying a license plate starts with M, it's MNN, and you're saying that to somebody on the telephone, they're probably not going to hear what you're saying. So if you're going to go to say M and you can't remember that it's Mike, if you say mustard, chances are they're going to get a good chuckle out of it. You probably will afterwards too, but you know what? You're getting the information out. Who really cares in that moment? Now, with the military numbers, that's a lot easier. They just use 1 through 8, and then 9 is niner. Anybody who's been in the military, please let me know how often you actually use niner. It's something I've been curious about because it's the only number that's different, and I don't know the other numbers that really sound similar to 9. 5, I guess, would be the next closest one. But I found that interesting. Also, military time, very important. The reason knowing military time is so important is if somebody puts, let's say, 0700 versus 1700, really knowing the difference. One's 5 o'clock p.m., the other's 7 a.m., that's a huge difference. And it could mean the difference of you missing something or arriving late or arriving too early. And one of the easiest ways that I've taught people how to understand military time is honestly just something as simple as, let me see. So you can obviously say add 12 to everything after noon, but it's sort of gonna be weird to people. So 1 o'clock p.m. is 1300 hours, so 12 plus 1 is 13, so that's 1300. But really, up until about 10 o'clock, you can just add a 2 to almost everything, and you should be in good shape. Also, knowing that the time, midnight is 0000, is important, because if you see that, you're probably going to think, oh, they didn't put a time, or what does that mean right now? I've seen some clocks that have a 24 on it. As far as I'm aware, I've never seen it written as 2400 hours. Again, if you're in the military and you've seen that, please let me know. I'm always curious about stuff like that. But from what I've been told, it's always 0-100 hours. Easy. Now, all this is important because knowing these uniformed times, letters, numbers are very important, same as measurements the military uses. Kilometers, clicks, they don't say it's 2 miles that way. That's also important. That's more for them to be able to work well with their allied forces, such as England, Germany, all the other NATO countries that use the metric system. If you're able to get those basic principles down, the phonetic alphabet is pretty easy to learn. Just start one day. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, easy as 1, 2, 3, ABC. Those are the first three. And then really just go through them. Start spelling things out in your daily life. That's how I got good at it. I spelled my name out. I would start spelling other people's names, and from there I just got better. You'll have issues with some of the ones that you don't use as much, like Q, Quebec, Z, Zulu, stuff like that, but after a while you get the hang of it. So that right there is a thing that I wanted to show you guys. It's a candle I made, and I'm going to be showing you in my next daily download what exactly I did to make that and what it is. So if you're interested, please comment, let me know. I saw this on a prepping group and I couldn't believe it. I had to try it for myself. As always, stay safe, stay prepared.